nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates. Club support abafundisi. Club esebhayibhelini.
Whatever friend, welcome to Up the Bucks Fans channel. My name is Tabs and welcome to today's episode. Man, on today's episode we're talking about Afcon. We're talking about the 6 Orlando Pirates players that have been selected by their national teams, and these players consist of South Africa and Namibia and Ghana. So I'll go through the list, but before I continue, guys, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that have taken their time to watch our videos. So thank you, guys. But please subscribe. You are watching in numbers, but you're not subscribing. Please do subscribe, guys. It does help the channel. So back to the 6 players. The 6 players that we have, we've got, for South Africa, we've got Lipasa, we've got Sibisi, we've got Munare, and we've got Evidence. So those 4 players from Orlando Pirates are representing Bafana. And representing Namibia, we've got Hoto. Representing Ghana, we've got Ofori. And then on standby, we've got Koki, who's standby for Bafana. So technically, it makes it 7 players. So it's really great because some PSL teams don't even have a single player on call up for the Afcon. So that's really great to have 7 players. It does show that we do have quality in our team, but I think for us, obviously, we would like to get more quality. So I'm hoping that management do sign more players, during this break, and then so that we can increase the capacity of strong players and talented players. Before we proceed with the Afcon players, the players that have been left behind, I just pray and hope that they are really working hard so that we can improve from the performance of the other half of the season, because right now we're sitting 5th on the log. It's not looking great. We're not really challenging Sundowns. We are losing games that we shouldn't be losing. So I think the guys that have left behind, that have remained behind, they should be improving their game, especially in the defense and in front of goals. We are currently not looking so great. So I hope that the guys are really applying themselves so that we can improve our game in that regard. Then that way we can be able to compete, when the PSL opens again in February. For me, guys, I remain honest. Sundowns can't win the league again this season. They can't win the league. I remain honest. They can't win the league again. It's either we're gonna win the league or Stellenbosch or Supersport, not Sundowns. And also they've been showing that they haven't been that great like last season. They're not as good as last season, like I said in my previous episodes. So it does leave us with with an opportunity, either us or Supersport or Stellenbosch. But we are not collecting maximum points. We are also dropping points. When they drop points, we are also dropping points. So you see now, it's not really helping anyone. But I believe that we should still apply pressure when we open up in February, and then we should be able to give Sundowns a run for their money for the title. It's still up for grabs. We can still get it, So, yeah. So for me, I just think the guys that I've left behind, they should improve. And then moving back to the 6 players. The 6 players with Ofori. Ofori is currently not playing at Orlando Pirates. So hopefully he gets some game time with Ghana, and then so that he can be able to impress Jose, so that when he gets back, he can make it back into the team. Then we've got Hoto. With Hoto, I am not sure with his positioning. I'm not sure at what position they want to play him in Namibia, with the Namibian national team. You guys can let me know as to, do you think they want to keep him at the same position or they will change him? And then based on that, will he be able to perform? So that's very vital. So that will be a great thing to look out for when he's playing. And then we've got on our end, on the Bafana's end, we've got Munare, we've got Sibisi, we've got Lipasa, and we've got Evidence. For me, I'm looking at Lipasa. Lipasa hasn't been performing lately. He banged a lot of goals beginning of the season. He's currently out of form. Will he be able to tap into that form now in Afcon that he had earlier on in the season? And if he does, it will be great for him, because we all know he wants to play overseas. And if he does well, he will be able to attract those contracts, and then he should be able to go overseas easily if he does well at Afcon. All he needs to do is tap into that form that he had earlier in the season. I think him and Hugo, they do have a great relationship with the Bafana coach. I hope that really works for him, to his benefit, and then he can be able to perform and do really, really well for us. And when he comes back, obviously from Afcon, he can contribute and start scoring goals for us also as Orlando Pirates, you know. But as the other players, CBC, Evidence, and Monare, those guys are really quality players. So they should do well given the opportunity that they do play, you know. So those are our 6 players that are currently playing at Afcon. Those are the players I wanted to cover this on this episode, to say all the best to you guys. Do represent us well, and I hope you do find your form and you score a lot of goals and you come back in February and you help us so that we can be able to compete, so that we can go for Sundowns, you know. We can go for Sundowns and then we can win the league, you know. So all the best to you guys. And this is it for today's episode. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. This is Up the Box Fans channel and I'm Tabs. We out.
Nebhakabhaka liwinile iPirates. Club support abafundisi. Club esebhayibhelini. Wameme